Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Mike again, back with another request from Bongo and Kimmy. This one happened to be the request is The Animals, and the song is "Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood," and it's on the Ed. It was on the Ed Sullivan Show in what he right 1966. He said this was a real class of cultures I expect back then. The song has seen numerous covers. It was originally written for Nina Simone in 1964. They are still touring and will be in Australia in November here on the Central Coast. Man, who would have known that the Animals would still be touring in 2026? Unbelievable. Anyway, let's get down here, and I think I've heard this one. Uh, aren't they the ones also saying "The House of the Rising Sun"? And then a thousand other people did covers on it. So I may have heard this one. Again, I had a sister that was older, and 5 years older back in 1966. I would have been 6 years old. She would have been 11. So by the time she was in her teens, she was listening to this, the Cowsills, Tommy James and the Shondells, all kinds of music coming out of her room. I wasn't allowed to go in that room, but you had to go right past her room to get to my room, so I could hear it. And again, we had the skating rink, which put a lot of these songs from back then I heard at the skating rink in the late '60s and early '70s. All right, let's get right into it. Here we go, y'all.
And now for all of you youngsters you've been very, very good tonight. I'm very proud of you. Here are the Animals.
Baby, do you understand me now? If sometimes I seem to be mad, well, don't you know that no one alive can always be an angel? But when things go wrong, I seem to be mad. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Sometimes I'm so carefree with a joy that's hard to hide. And then again it seems that all I have to do is worry, and then you're bound to see my other side. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I get edgy, I want you to know that I never mean to take it out on you. Life has its problems, and I've got my share. And that's one thing I never need to do, 'cause I love you. Oh, baby, don't you know that I'm human? I have thoughts like any other one. Sometimes I find myself alone.
So this guy is named Eric Burdon, and he was only 22 or 23 when they made this appearance here on the Ed Sullivan Show. But with that raspy voice, man, he sounds like he's probably lived 100 years. Either he was a smoker or he was just born with an old soul. I have heard this. I've never seen. I wouldn't have been able to tell you who the lead singer was. Wouldn't have been able to tell you had I seen him in a picture that's the dude that sings on this song. But supposedly Nina Simone, the one this is actually a cover of her song, and she did it in a slower version, and they just stripped it down and made it raw, and I don't know if it was a big hit, but it's definitely had lasting power. And I also did see where they were the actual ones that sang "The House of the Rising Sun," or at least they sang it. I don't know if they were the original, but yeah. So let's get back to it.
Regretting some foolish thing, some sinful thing I've done. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. misunderstood. Yes, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Yeah. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
Brings back memories, man, of a time when I didn't have any bills. I didn't have anything to worry about other than the girl who lived across the street, who I thought was really cute. I couldn't even describe her to you today, but and being on the block, it was only one street, and it dead ended, and all us kids played together, man. We were, all the boys on that street were all within, a couple of years, all the same age, and this kind of music and that whole time period sure is. This kind of music brings that back. All right, man. Thanks for the request, and thanks to everybody for showing up and joining me on this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. So, till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road. Bye, y'all.